Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, karibu sana, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome and welcome back. It has been a minute, and now we are in a new season and a new chapter of my life. And in this new chapter, I want to share with you and to walk with you as you teach me some things, and maybe as I share some few nuggets of my life. And for me to share all this, I think we need to start from the beginning. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, liking, and also commenting on this video. And please tell a friend to come and subscribe on my channel. Where do we start? And let me just say, I'm in a new season, the season of motherhood and parenting and all that. It's a very beautiful season, if I'm being honest. It has its ups and downs, but I feel like the ups are more. The more you see the baby grow, the joy it brings. There's a certain joy that nothing can feel or replace that joy. So let's start with the pregnancy. Before the baby, there was pregnancy, right? Let's start with the pregnancy. So I knew my pregnancy. I was pregnant around March 14. That's the exact day that I knew that I was pregnant. Did I have the symptoms? Yes, but my symptoms were not that severe. It started with me not liking water in the house. So there was this place I was going for water, and then I started feeling like, imagine, that's where it all started. Like I would drink water, and I'm just like, imagine kuna vyenye. So I had to change the place that I was going for water to another place. That was the first thing. The second thing, at that season, I used to love eating omena sana. Then I woke up one day and I was like, omena are smelling really bad. And I remember throwing a bunch of omena away. I just fell in love with omena that season, and from there I've never, never put even a single omena in my mouth. So the one that made me realize that something is wrong, I remember it was on Friday. I cooked some spaghetti. I'm not a fan of spaghetti, but I eat once in a while. So on this day, it was on Friday, I feel spaghetti. I remember eating the whole plate. It was so yummy. And then throwing up. Kila kitu. Ikatoka kwa tumbo. I was like, that's weird. That is very weird, right? Then on Saturday, Sunday, then Monday morning, I wake up, prepare myself, take breakfast, and then brush my teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, I remember throwing up everything. Like throwing up everything. My baby is sleeping, guys. That's why I'm looking the other side to check if she wants to wake up or not. She has gone back to sleep. Yes. So let's go back to, I threw up everything. It's Monday morning, so I just had to wash my mouth and go to work. That was on Monday. Tuesday, the same thing happened in the morning. I threw up everything. On Wednesday, I threw up again. That's when I was like, no, something is up. When I was coming home from work, I bought a kit. Came home around 1 a.m. It's Thursday. At night, in the morning, I don't know. Hiyo 1 a.m. ya usiku kuna kwanga na giza. I woke up because I was told the morning pee, the first pee of the day is the most accurate one. I remember dipping that ka test. 1 minute, sure, it didn't take seconds. Like it didn't reach 2 minutes. 1 second, brrr, the 2 lines. It just went back to sleep because in the morning I have to go to work. So me, I didn't have a reaction to it. I just took a picture, sent it to the dad, and then just slept. I went back to sleep and I slept. And that's how I found out I was pregnant. And I would say my pregnancy journey was smooth, like really smooth. Like it was a very beautiful journey. I don't think I had a low moment during my pregnancy journey. No. It was a beautiful season. Of course, again with its up and down. If you have been pregnant, it's not easy being heavy, being tired, being no clothes are fitting. It's a lot for me. I'd say what I fought up with was my mental space. My mental space was, a lot was going on, but physically and emotionally I was okay, but mentally that's what I was struggling with kidogo sana. Like today I would wake up, have these thoughts, tomorrow wake up, have these thoughts. That's the only thing I struggled with through my entire pregnancy, but the rest I was okay. Emotionally I was okay. Financially I would say as long as you're able to afford what you want, you're financially okay. Usitete, as long as you can afford what you want, you're financially okay, right? Financially, emotionally, physically, I was just pregnant. Physically, I was pregnant. Emotionally, I was okay. Yes. So let's start with my first trimester. My first trimester was not chaotic or dramatic. Or I don't know. I don't have the perfect one. I've seen one of my friend being pregnant, especially the first trimester. It was a lot. A lot was going on. Like the vomiting, she couldn't keep anything in the stomach and stuff. Me, I was okay. The only thing I had is fatigue. I was always tired, and I had high sense of smell. My smell went from 0 to 100. Like nilikuwa smell kila kitu, nilikuwa nasikia kila kitu ikismell. Fatigue, and also I loved sleeping. My first trimester, I loved sleeping. And I think I want to believe that my first trimester is when I said goodbye to my sleep. I didn't know. Because ever since then, have I ever slept? Nika enjoy things. Have I? Parents in the house. How is sleeping for you? For me, I'm suffering with the sleep, but you're here for it, and you're embracing it, and you're enjoying it, to be honest. As much as we like sleep, it's for a good cause, right? Yes. And I had headaches. Oh yeah, I also had headaches on my first trimester, and that was it. Like my first trimester, it didn't have a lot. My second trimester, everybody says that second trimester is your, it's like a honeymoon for you. Was it a honeymoon for me? Yes. I would say yes, but it had its moments, because that's when now the bump is starting to show now, everybody. Because I don't think I told many people I was pregnant. Me, if you didn't see my pregnancy, you don't know if I got pregnant, to be honest. I don't think it. And the people that I told I was pregnant, it was a must. Like I had to say it in my workplace because of asking for leaves and everything. So I had to give her the information. So I never ever told most people that I was pregnant. I just told few. I just didn't figure four. There were very few. There were around 4. The people that I told I was pregnant. In the second time, so that's when my baby. I had the first kick. Let's talk about the first kick. For me, the first time I thought it's gas. Need gas. The second time it was gas. The last time it was like, I know that's more than a gas, that's a kick. And it was amazing to know, like, I think the kicks and you hearing the heartbeat from the scan, and those are the 2 confirmation that the baby is still there. Like when you kick and you're like, yeah, kuna kamtu. Because if you carry the pregnancy without those 2, I feel like you can go crazy. For me, those 2, they were like, for me it was like a stamp. Yes, the baby is there. Also, I had a lot of acid reflux in my second trimester. Ilikuwa inasumbua. I wouldn't eat some food because they're going to give me heartburn, because I think I was a bit choosy with food. And so that's when my sleep started going out of the rocks, because now the bump is growing. There is no position that is. But I wouldn't complain much on my second trimester, because the third trimester, sleep is not sleeping. I remember I used to sleep around 12 at night to around 3. That's when I would sleep, and then I would wake up at 3, eat and maybe sleep 1 hour and then wake up so that I can go to work. When I was going to work, because at some point I stopped going to work. When I was going to work, that's what used to happen. I would sleep from 12 to 3. I don't remember sleeping from 10, 11. Sikumbuki nikilala. I just remember eating. What I was just doing is eating a lot. I ate. If it's eating, I ate. Having that happen in my second trimester, my clothes stopped fitting me. That's when I threw most of my clothes. And also during my pregnancy, I used to wear big clothes. I don't think I wore the fitted clothes. They are showing the bump and everything. I think I wore them like thrice, 3 times only. Most of the time ulikuwa nipata na nguo makubwa mabagi. I don't know why, but I just loved those baggy clothes. I was comfortable. I choose comfortable over anything and over everything. So you can imagine the bump is over there, and then you wear something that is tight. Are you going to breathe? So you will struggle breathing. That was a lot. If I'm being honest, that was a lot. And I think that's when I started having leg cramps in my second trimester. That's when I started having my leg cramps, and they were not severe, and also they were not a lot. I wouldn't complain about them. They were not that a lot, and they were not severe. And also, that's when I started having loss of breath, because the pump is growing. The more the pump is growing, the more the breath is, we are struggling with the breath, because the bump is growing and it's pressing the lungs. And that was the end of the second trimester. The second trimester, that's when I went for my first scan. I don't remember when, but that's when I went for my first scan. Let's talk about my third trimester. I remember being told in that trimester, oh, you won't eat. Me, I ate until the last minute. I nilikuwa nakula kama fundi. And even my baby is a very heavy feeder. I don't know. Do they relate? Please tell me if they relate. Like, if you used to eat a lot during your pregnancy, does your baby feed a lot? Like, are they a heavy feeder or a light feeder? And also, if you are not eating during your pregnancy, like you and food walikuwa binku na inchi, like, is your baby also, are they a light feeder or a heavy feeder? Please tell me. Let us engage in the comment section below. Also, my third trimester, I had that's when my pelvic pain started. Like, I don't know why, but I used to feel pain on my pelvic pain, and also that's when I started urinating. The constant urinating. My first trimester, it was not there. My second trimester, ilikuwa, but haikuwa sana. But my third trimester, that's when I noticed that I would go to the toilet, especially during the day, especially during the night. During the day, I don't know if it's because I'm walking around, then I'm just like, it's okay to go to the toilet. But during the night, because I'm supposed to sleep, I feel like this bee is disturbing my sleep. That's when I noticed that I would wake up frequently, more than. And also, when you're going to pee, it's not even a lot. It's a dot. And that's it. Nayo ndio imekuambia kwa usingizi. Tell me why utakasirika. And also, unakasirika nani? Pregnancy is a lot. It's a blessing. It's beautiful, but it has its moments. That's all I have to say. And I think that's happened during my third trimester. That's when I started having my neck. Even up to now, it's not yet back. My neck started having the dark complexion, and also my legs, they were dark. Did you experience that? Like, me, what I know is or what I had seen on social media, most of the people were saying their belly, like their stomach, would turn black, like black. For me, it was my neck and my legs. Please tell me which body parts you didn't experience. I don't even know what it's called. You didn't experience this at all. Me, it was my neck. My neck was black. Like, at a side, if you take a closer look, inaisha. It was black and my legs were black. Please tell me in the comment section which part of your body turned black. Was it your stomach? Was it your neck? Was it your leg? Which part? Tuzungumzaini. And if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. A task. Me nilikuwa nasikia natembea, I'm like, is it a must? Like, it became like See those heavy labor for you, whatever you think in your head, it's a very heavy labor. There's an adult adult labor. There's a hard labor. For me, I would say, to me, according to me, working was a lot. It was like the way people say child labor. For me, it was a child labor at that point. Because can I tell me, and just like, because the more you work, of course, everybody is encouraging you. The more you work, the more you will have easy time on labor room. Their thoughts, their dreams, and their reality. I pushed myself. I won't say I was lazy. I pushed myself, but working was a problem for me. During that semester, working was a problem for me. Another thing that happened was that when also my stretch marks started coming out, and I did nothing about my stretch marks. Please tell me in the comment section below. Did you use any creams to apply for your stretch marks? For me, I didn't see the need. I wanted to embrace and also have the now, even now I'm in love with my stretch marks. Hakuna siku nimeamka and I'm like, what are those? For me, it's a confirmation. It's a stamp that my baby was there. Will I ever remove? I don't know. Are they removable? Please tell me in the comment section. Like, can you apply now after you have gotten the baby? Can you apply any cream to remove the stretch marks? Is there any cream? I'm asking about cream, not a lot. You are doing a lot nowadays. Is there any cream I can apply to remove them? But if that time comes, but right now I'm in love with them because it's a stamp for me that my baby was once. I carried my baby once. Yeah, another thing that happened on my that trimester. Of course, that trimester that's when baby comes. That trimester that's when you're packing your bag. That trimester that's when you're walking around looking for the hospital. That I think like that trimester is a lot. But I thank God for an amazing partner because like the hospital, I never went to look for the hospital. He did that. And also like my pregnancy, let's just talk about the pregnancy and my delivery in the whole story, right? So let me give a story. That was actually that was my third trimester. My third trimester imeishia hapo because now the third trimester and then you just get into the delivery, right? So my first scan, the first scan that I did, I was supposed to give birth on 16th, right? And then I started getting very tired. Like I was really tired. I was done. And then you see those people that tell you, oh, karibu, yeah, almost. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm almost, because I was tired. So when I'm told I'm almost, in my head, I'm just like, I'm almost. So what happened is I went for another scan. Like the last clinic I went for the scan. And the scan came out that my pregnancy was supposed to, my due date was on 5th. Yeah. So I had to take an early maternity leave. I had already prepared myself. During the maternity leave, asked for 2 weeks of to relax and prepare for baby. And now even by the time I'm being told that my baby will come on 5th, I was ready. Like I had done everything and I was prepared. I think I was ready at that point. So we started waiting. We waited. We didn't come on 5th. We stayed on 5th, 6th, 7th. That's when we went to the hospital. The doctor checked and she was like, at first it was he was like, you don't have any signs. At this point, I'm at 39 weeks. And the doctor says, you don't have any signs, you don't have any signs, you don't have any, like you have nothing that shows that you're in labor. Just go home and come back after you are 40 weeks and 5 days. After that, we will now induce you. I go back home and I wait and I walk and I do everything. I ate pineapples, I ate dates, I walked, I did everything. Like everything that I was told to do, I did it. And then after we even extended our stay because we went back at, we were supposed to go at 40 weeks and 5 days. So we went back at 41 and 2 days. 41 weeks and 2 days. That's when we went 40. I gave birth to my baby when we were 41 in 5 days. 41 weeks and 5 days. So we went back when I was 41 in 3 days. That's when I went back to the hospital. We were 41 in 3 days. I had no signs of, like, I had no zero signs of labor. At this point, my baby had stopped playing. Alikuwa ameacha kucheza kabisa. Alikuwa anacheza but si sana, like 1 minute anacheza, the next, like the whole day she used to play kidogo sana. And that started eating my head. One, I'm an overthinker, so you can imagine what was going on in my head at that point. But I used to go on Saturdays. Most of the time, to go on a Saturday to the hospital. And on this particular Saturday, I was told, you will go back, and tomorrow, no, on Sunday, at this point, we were on date 19. Remember, we were told the baby is coming on date 5. And so the scan had said we are coming on date 16. At this point, we are in date 18. So on date 18, we go to the hospital. At this point, we are 41 weeks and 30 days. We go to the hospital and we are told to see the gynae, but the gynae is not in. You come tomorrow now on Sunday. That's when the gynae is going to advise on what next. At this point, I'm really, really tired. I was like, whatever they will throw at me, as long as me and the baby were healthy, I'm ready for it. I'm ready. My mind was open. I was like, whatever you're going to tell me, as long as me and baby, we are fine. And you're going to walk out of this hospital as fine as we can be. I'm okay with it. So the next day, I went alone on Sunday. I went alone. We did, every time we used to go to the hospital, we used to go with the bags, because we were like, we're going and we're going to be told, you can now, you're ready for the baby. So this day, I went alone to the hospital. I left my husband in the house. I went alone so that he can come with the bags later. Tulikuwa tumechoka kuzunguka na bags. Tulikuwa tumeenda na bags tukachoka. So I went alone to the hospital. I went alone to the hospital to see the gynae, because we were like, you're going to see the gynae and then come back. I took one story mob. Went saw the gynae, and then the gynae was like, your days have gone way too much, because the latest a pregnancy can be full-term, like called full-term, 41 in 5 days. After that, after that it's supposed to be post, I don't know. There's a term that they used. Hakuna jina walitumia. So what happens? And also I had a big baby. Yes, my baby was big, and that brought a lot of concern. If you have ever had a big baby in your belly, in your bump, in your womb, you know a lot happens, a lot. So I was told I have a big baby, and the fact that I have a big baby, I need to rethink and think about my options. I feel like it's every woman's dream to experience labor. It's every woman's dream to go through it and have the baby the natural way. Even me, all this time, of course, I was open-minded. Like, I was like, whatever happened, especially the third scan that we did, and you were told that the baby is big. Like, it's big. The baby is big. When you say the baby is big, we're like, that's when I was like, whatever happens. So I mean, baby, you're okay. That's what's up, you know. So what happened is, I went to see the gynae, and the gynae was like, you are gone way past your dates. And also, the fact that the baby is big, it's also a factor to consider. And also the fact that the baby is not playing, it means that ameanza kuchoka. When I was told ameanza kuchoka, the next question was, are you ready? Would you like us to induce you go through the process? But we can induce you go through the process, but since your baby is big, there's a possibility that you will end up in theater. And he was like, are you ready? Like, which option do you want? Do you want to be induced? You'll go through the process, but the fact that your baby is big and the fact that she's tired, there's a possibility, a very big possibility. You will induce you, go through it, and when you are pushing, because both of you will be tired, and the fact that your baby is big, kutakuwa na complications, and you'll end up to theater. So I was like, you know what? let me just go to theater. Because everybody, everywhere I went, because where I was going to clinic is not where I gave birth to. Even with where the last clinic I went to, she was like, if you're going to give birth, go give birth to a hospital that they have a theater, because the baby is big, and once you have a big baby, a lot can go wrong. Instead of things going wrong, just go to a hospital that has theater, right? So yeah, he asked, are you ready to go for theater? I was like, I'm ready, because I was, to be honest, I was tired, and my baby had a big baby, so had a big belly. I was tired, very tired, and I was praying to end the whole process, and that's how we started my admission letter. Is it the letter or process? The admission, signing the stuff and everything, me being in the room, nikajipata niko kwa room waiting until morning, because I was given an option, because at this point it was around 4 in the evening. I was told we can conduct the surgery now, like around 8 we prep you, and then at around 8 p.m. at night we do the surgery, or we can do it in the morning. And for me, I prefer the morning, because of like the morning, the doctor and the gynae, they'll be really fresh. Watakuwa fresh, and then it was on a holiday, so it was also on a holiday, so I was like, watakuwa fresh, watakuwa na mambo moba. So yeah, that's how I ended up on Monday morning. It was on a Monday morning. I woke up ready for it. I had no idea how it goes. I have never been to theater. If I'm being honest, I have never even spent a day in the hospital. Then here I am going to the theater. I went to theater. The sindano that nadunga with the anesthesia. I hope I'm saying it correct. Nikadungwa, and then the whole process started. I don't remember. The baby came out. My baby didn't cry. I don't know. Please tell me in the comment section. Do babies come out and cry immediately? Because my baby didn't cry. Like, in my mind, like, the baby came and the baby cries. But I don't remember my baby came. Okay, I don't know. My baby nilisikia amechoka, because again she was big. So even the doctor, the guy, I was telling another doctor here somewhere to finya misa majua, kumbuka nikifinyo mfinye, I would hear everything. Mfinye ndo atoke. So that's what happened. Nikafinywa ndo akatoka. Ama ni mimi, I was doing my calculations, I don't know, but later I had her cry, and that was the most beautiful cry. I know, like, baby when they cry it's a lot, but that first cry means everything is okay. It's an assurance that God did it. It's an assurance that all is well, right? It's an assurance that the most awaited person has finally landed. It was the most beautiful thing. But what I didn't know is the cold, baridi yenye ingenitandika. Some few minutes into it, I remember the baby came, akapanguzwa, I'm not seeing it, I'm just imagining what was going on. I was not seeing anything at this point. I'm just imagining. Akapanguzwa, and she was wrapped. And also, whatever was going on in my stomach was going on. And then after that, I remember just kusikia baridi ingine international. It is one thing I came out with, ni baridi. The baridi was baridi. If you're a CS mom, please tell me, like, how was your experience with baridi? Because for me, it was a lot. And for every CS mom, I know people will be like, Jazaz, you have not gone through the process and everything. But the only thing I would tell you, as long as you and the baby are okay, that's what matters. 1, 2, I don't think kuna mtoto kuinza nendanga, I came through CS, I came through the natural birth. akuna, they are all the same out there. Two, I feel like the natural birth, when people give out the natural birth, they feel the pain, they give birth, and the pain is gone. For the CS, you don't feel anything. I won't lie to you, you don't feel anything during the process, but the pain you feel afterwards. After 8 hours, you have to learn how to walk. You have to breastfeed this baby. Says what hakuna maziwa, even a drop. Like for me, I didn't have milk. The first 2 days, I didn't have milk, even a drop. There was milk. The doctor kept telling me there's milk, but for me, I thought it's milk. To be honest, I thought it's not milk. I thought in my head, I thought that is not milk. But tulikuwa tunaambiwa it's milk to a point of we even had to buy none because now the baby is crying too much. But eventually milk came out, though I saw it on TikTok that CS mom, most of the time the milk does not come out because we didn't hit to do it the natural way, so the mind has not yet processed the production of the milk. So yeah, that's I think that's my pregnancy journey and my delivery journey. And yeah, now I'm a mom to a very beautiful girl. It has been the most amazing journey so far, and I'm here for it, and I'm here to share the two small I'll put two small moments, our moments. I think I'm going to share it with you. Please consider subscribing, liking, and also commenting in the comment section below. Until the next one, I pray and I hope that I'm going to be consistent this year. Very consistent. And with that, see you in the next video. Until the next one, bye.